of it all, untouchable, a new animal. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Jeremy LaRose. Welcome to LSH Live. We're here in beautiful Canada. It's a sunny, beautiful day. We're working on some hip control stuff, pushing these hips around. We've got a clinic going on. We got these horses that are really tight behind. We need to open these horses up. They got to open their legs up. So we're working on some hip control, getting that body moving, getting those legs loosened up. So coming in here, step this leg up. We covered it in the last video. Get a hip control series on this. So right here, I can't make this right hind step up underneath me. You see that? Like I'm going along here, I'm pressing my outside leg, and he might be holding his shape, but he's not driving up underneath himself with his right hind. You see that? So I need the ability to press this horse up into that and get a good shape on him, okay? So I want to be able to pick up, press, right up in here, underneath my stirrup. You see him step over there?
Yeah.
Well, lateral is not a good place for him, right? Lateral is not a good place for him because he doesn't have to get deeper behind if he steps lateral.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Because if that leg spends X amount of seconds in the air, right, it gets a half second to travel. If it spends that half second traveling sideways instead of underneath, I'm not pretty behind. That's what he does to the left, or used to, right? So he spent a lot of time traveling his hip over here, right? So what do we need? We need to gather him up on the inside, like we talked about with your horse, right? Gather him up on the inside, right here. So we get our inside leg a lot closer, and now that leg's gotta spend more time traveling underneath, right there, right? So now my horse gotta get a lot more round, fundamentally, because we're capturing the inside. We're not just pushing him laterally across the arena, right? This is where a lot of people get in trouble because they say, well, I don't have very long legs, I can't make a horse valuable, right? If I can get my horse to where I can capture him up on both sides, I don't have to have very long legs, right? Because if I push both sides of his ribs up, it's like squeezing a balloon. Push one side of a balloon, it bulges out, push the other side, it goes up. Okay, if I squeeze both sides at the same time, it comes up, right? So if I have a horse whose belly is a balloon, and I squeeze both sides of it, I still make him come up underneath himself. Right up in here. Look.
So hard.
Yep, and see that stickiness, right? So that stickiness in my horse directly translates to my load. So if I'm coming along here, I'm paying attention to the rhythm of my walk, walking along, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, pick up, press, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? That's exactly what happens in my low. So I need him to get in this position rhythmically, willingly, softly, okay? Because when I go low, it's gonna be the same thing. Super bouncy jog, just like we thought. No shock absorbers on this horse, right? Those pasterns are shock absorbers. That's your suspension. So if he's not using his pasterns well, you're gonna be pounding the ground, right? So he gets tired quick at the jog because he's supposed to relax those pasterns. He's built super upright. They can't. The tendons get tired, legs get tired really quick. So I'm coming along, set him down, jog straight. We come into the shape, turn the corner. This is a circle. Regular circle, he should match the arc of my circle, right? So this looks pretty good in my body. Now we'll exaggerate, give me a little more. This is what you're doing, you're asking low. Exaggerate this circle, come through, step up in here. See that back end get tight? So that's what we want to work on, okay? Same thing happens, go low. We're here, open along, straight first. Just ride him, straight. Turn. I'll push his hip over. His shoulder wants to go too. So I'm gonna stand that up. Straight. Stand his shoulder up. Now circle. Keep your hip on the inside. Right? See how that changes? So I get all sorts of braceness in my horse. A lot of it in his face. Right? He wants to pull down through my hands. You ride on a really loose rein because you don't like him leaning on you, right? So if I loosen up my reins, I don't feel him lean on me. I can do a circle, come through, he'll pull all over me. Wants to fall down. If I can stand him up, come through, keep his hip on the inside. I want to keep this horse pushed up. I want to keep him right here. I like this back end better. Right? I want to get him used to using himself right back there.
He's traveling a lot more true.
Yep.
Really, like, wasn't as posty, wasn't as...
Right. So getting that back end to drive up, getting this piece captured up a little bit, if he softens this rib up and stands this rib up, then he can relax those pasterns more. He's not in such a hurry to get off his outside front, right? Because before, if he travels super straight with his ribs and kind of bracy on the inside, he's gonna get out here and just like this. Both front feet are just out here. I wanna break in half. If he uses that middle and uses this piece right here, this leg will stay underneath him more. So there's two goals we wanna have, right? This leg underneath my stirrup and this leg underneath my stirrup, okay? So they gotta split, bring those two legs really close together. The closer they keep those two legs, the more round we are, okay? So when I come to the other side, so I'm coming through here. So I need a horse that's really soft everywhere, so I can push his hip on the inside, keep everything up. There we go. Come through. I guess 20 minutes. Coming through. Lope up into this. See that fall out right there? Right where it should be driving the hardest, it falls out, right? So that's what I need. Right up in here, drive hard. Drive up in, drive up in, drive up in, right there. That's the abrasives I gotta get out of there. See him fight his face, fight everything? If he'd step up underneath and use his back end, he wouldn't fight that nearly as hard. Right up in here. Right in there. Here, circle, through, step up, drive hard, drive hard, drive hard, drive hard, drive hard. Use your middle, and down. See me use my inside leg? Through here. Use your middle. That's the piece we're gonna go after. It's a lot of braces to the center of your horse's body, okay? So it's deceiving sometimes because it looks like you're missing some hip control, but like, that's why it's important to get on and just feel it out, right? So what I feel is all this braces right here, okay? If I go to push my hips and my horse doesn't shape up into it because they're really stiff right here, then my horse stayed straight and kept going, which is where you're at, right? So what I mean by that is, I'll set up on this rail so you can see it. So what I mean by that when we're showing is it looks a lot like this. We're loping down this rail. We're showing our horse, and we ask for hip. We get this. That's not hip, okay? Because all he did was stay straight in his shoulders and move his hip over. That's not hip control, right? If he stays straight in his shoulders, moves his hip over, it looks like this. Well, that's not right. I'm loping my shoulders into the fence, right? So when I lope this horse down the rail, what I need is I need the ability to drive my hind underneath of me and keep my shoulders straight. Stay flexible right behind the cinch. Stay flexible behind my saddle. So you drive your hip under while we go straight with our legs. And there's a big difference in a horse that travels in those two positions, okay? A horse that breaks in half and is flexible in his hips and drives his hips underneath himself, right up under here, there, versus a horse that does this. He pushes his hip over and stays straight in his body. So what we need is flexibility in our horse, right? So that he can move his hips around, because what that looks like if you were standing down in the middle is the difference in the position. Stay right where you are. The difference in the position from here, this is what he does, right? See how everything stayed straight? That's not a hip over move, right? I need him broke loose and supple right here so that he can break his hip over like this. So he stays straight. See how he can't walk forward into that? But he could walk all day into this. This is how he lopes down the rail. See how soft this is? But look, when I try to change this, just give me your hip. Look how I lose all my forward. That's what happens when you lope. You lose all your forward, right? So I need him to be able to move forward into this position right here. Does that make sense? So I feel all the braceness right here in my horse, okay? So we want our hip over, but the rest of our body to stay straight. It's a hockey stick, right? That's how our horse lopes down the rail, in this hockey stick position. See that? That's how I want to move forward. So this is outside stifle through inside shoulder, traveling straight ahead, right here in this position. Boom. Right in here, okay? Traveling straight to you through this shape. So then his face should be really soft and supple right in here. Okay, not over here, because that's not right either. Right, through his ears, right in here. Okay, so we need him to be really flexible on his inside. Okay, so we're gonna get there. The key to flexibility is coming through and being able to reach down and bend his head and neck around. Right in there. Okay, you see how his hip shot out? So what's his hip gonna do when you're loping a circle? You bring his head to the inside and you make it match the circle. It's gonna shoot out, right? So he's telling you right away, if you pull my head to the inside, my hip is going out, right? We want our horses flexible enough to know that I can bring this head and neck over and that hip won't change, right? And not over a little bit. Like I wanna be able to bring it way over here. Look how I lose my forward. Now my hip shoots out. Right? No matter how much I use my inside, like I should be able to move my hip back in with his neck way over here, if he's really flexible.
Okay.
Right? What does outside spur back by his hip mean? Move your hip. Right? Move your hip. Right? So regardless, does it matter where his head and neck is? Apparently so. Right? I didn't change my spur at all. He's saying, oh, that means move my hip. But why, when I bring my neck over here, does it not mean move my hip?
Right.
Because he's not that soft.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So we talk all the time about grade school, high school, college. Grade school hip maneuvers right here. This is grade school. This is move your hip because your weight shift, right? This is just move your feet. That's all he's doing. He just happens to move that leg because it's the lightest, because the guy's head pulled around. And then there's high school, which is move your hip without the use of your head and neck. And then there's college, which is move your hip in spite of your head and neck. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Regardless of your head and neck, move your hip. And he says, I can't do that. Right? Look how bracing. Okay? So I can't, and I'm not gonna sit here and grind my foot and make him move, right? He says I can't do that. So I got to have more flexibility in my horse through the middle. So because this is spur up by his shoulder, this should be move your shoulder, right? If I take his head over here, it is. This is move his shoulder, right? But this is the college level, move your shoulder in spite of your head and neck, right? So that's the next level of softness, okay? So you've done a great job getting him really soft to the high school level.
Yeah.
But now let's go pro, right? And pro level softness is your neck doesn't matter. You don't need your neck. This is pro level softness in my spur, right? Where regardless of where your neck is, you can still move, like it still means the same, right? And he's saying, well, don't touch my face and I can move my feet, right? Like, don't touch, as long as you don't touch my face, I can move my feet.
Yeah.
Okay? So I can give my hips out, look how soft it is, right? But the second you bring your face, where it's actually hard, we've hit the brakes. Right? Which is why your lope has gotten to a point and then just stalled out.
Yeah.
Yep. So that breakthrough It's gonna be breaking through that wall of resistance right there. Where now we can move our hip into our face and be soft about it. Okay? Listen to it. I mean, that's hard. There. So that's gonna be that level of round that you're looking for.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. I'm sorry I've been sick. Sorry I missed last week. We're here in Canada. We're gonna give you everything we can. Try to put these videos and do as much as we can. We love you, Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Thank you so much for allowing me to travel around the world and do what we do. Can't do it without you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.